Now, in the meantime, President Bola Tinubu is only moments away from a two-nation trip to Japan and Brazil with a brief stopover in Dubai. His first stop is Japan, where he will attend the 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development from August 20 to 22. The summit will focus on private investment, innovation, and sustainable development in Africa. From there, the president will head to Brazil for a two-day state visit to strengthen bilateral ties and explore new investment opportunities. He's expected to hold high-level talks with Brazilian President Lula da Silva and lead a delegation to a business forum with potential investors. Joining us live from Lagos is Victor Okhai, a public policy analyst. Victor, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Great, Mr. Okhai. So the president is traveling to Japan to participate in the TICA D9. How can that translate into tangible economic and developmental benefits for Nigeria?
Obviously, I mean, the theme of this particular conference the conference is themed mainly on innovation. And you know that Japan is noted particularly for its innovation. And so this is going to be very, very positive for us. I expect that, the way Japan works, it gives without any necessary conditions. It's just what is mutually beneficial for it as a country, and in this case, with Africa. So I think that this is going to be very beneficial. And as you know, the president does not move alone. He's going to be going with the delegation, ministerial and the captains of business as well. So I expect, as always being the case, that he's going to come back with a bucket full of, if you like, agreements, treaties, and business opportunities that will be mutually beneficial for both countries.
It's still a very unsure area because nobody really exactly knows what exactly Japan could give back to Nigeria. But we wait to see. However, now that's Japan. What about Brazil? What strategic advantages can Nigeria gain from deepening bilateral ties with Brazil?
Oh, lots and lots. The recent visit of the Brazilian, I think, vice president or so it was, came with benefits to sow in the area of agriculture. We also know that recently Brazil and Nigeria signed a co-production treaty for the movie industry. Brazil, remember, is also a member of the BRICS, and we have a lot in common because we are basically, I wouldn't say third world countries as such, but I mean, we are countries that have a lot in common together. Our population, our diversity, and our culture in many cases, and even our climate. So there's quite a lot that's going to come out of the trip to Brazil.
Mr. Okhai, notice how very, very swiftly you were able to tell what Brazil could offer Nigeria. But let's go back to Japan now. So the conference, the Japanese conference, happens once in 3 years. And many people are wondering what exact sector we should be tracking. Is it going to be oil and gas? Is it telecoms? What are we tracking when it comes to bilateral relationships? Well, what we hope will be a good relationship with Japan.
I'm surprised you're wondering what we can get from Japan. You're forgetting that it's one of the leading economies in the world, and that even in the area of innovation and technology, Japan is way, way, way ahead of many European countries, next only perhaps to maybe, in this case, competing. It was ahead of China. I don't know where they are now, whether they're neck to neck. You can only say next to America and maybe Germany. So to say what are we going to get from Japan, I mean, almost everything you use in your studio is from Japan. If you check it very well, the electronics. So, but the good thing here is we're talking about innovation. And I mean, Japan has always led in the area of innovation on many fronts, electronics, and so many other areas, in technology generally. So I think that there's quite a lot. I mean, even those going right now might not know exactly what to expect because we're talking about innovation. Innovation presupposes you'll be looking at new areas, you'll be looking at what is coming up, what are the new areas in the area of, in various areas. So, and that's what innovation presupposes. So I'm sure that we're going to be looking at things that will be mutually, or if you like, beneficial to Nigeria as a country. And remember, we're not the only ones going there.
Mr. Victor Okhai, I do agree with you, but you must also note that when it comes to Nigeria, people are wondering exactly what tangible benefits we would have. Now, you talk about innovation and technology. This is all well and good, but Nigerians, well, we are bedeviled with even how to use these technologies. We don't even have the power at the end of the day to use these technologies. Most people are more concerned about the developmental goals. What advancements or what relationships could we have with Japan thus that could help our developmental goals?
Okay, so I'm surprised you're saying we have no power.
Yet again, you're surprised.
No, really. I mean, that really is not fair. I mean, we're not in the Stone Age exactly, you know. So to say that what exactly are we going to get from Japan presupposes that we perhaps are not looking at what Japan has to offer. In fact, 60% of the cars we use, or before now, almost 80% of them until recent times were from Japan. Japanese made the various brands. I don't need to name Toyota, Honda, and the rest of them. Your electronics, most of them are from Japan. So, but we're not talking about otherwise we'll be talking only about trade. And that's why I'm emphasizing the word innovation and the fact that innovation also presupposes that we're going to be looking at what's new, what is on offer, what will be coming from that area. And that's what innovation presupposes. Innovation presupposes what has not existed or what has existed and what is new about those areas that have existed. And I think that's what everyone has been invited to the party to see and how that can be mutually beneficial to both. We have a lot to offer in terms of minerals, rare earth minerals, apart from oil and gas and the rest. And so we're bringing quite a lot to the table as well. And so in exchange, they would now be saying to us, these are the areas that we're interested in investing in your economy, and these are the areas that we're going to be offering. And when we talk about innovation by virtue of the summit, it therefore means that we're going to be working alongside them to see how we can, what new things we can bring in the areas of agriculture, for instance, in the area of oil, and for instance, and even in developing our mineral resources.
Well, Mr. Okhai, Victor Okhai, I want to say thank you very much for a very interesting conversation between you and I. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.